I just got a little bonus package in the mail from Madam Glam. I wanted to share this with you guys. This is one of their new products. It launched in December. These are their texture gels. They have a black and a white right now. And I did see the launch. I was very curious about it, and then they sent a surprise package with them in it. So I'm so excited to play around with them, show you guys what they look like, how they work. Also in the package, they did send me a brush. Let's see, this one's the flat plaid brush. There is what that looks like. And then they sent a peel-off base coat, which I have not played around with, but I've been wanting to try it for when I do switch out designs. And then they sent me their no wipe top coat, which I also have not tried. So that was a really nice package for them to send me. The texture gels, the base and top coat, and the brush. And guys, don't forget, I do have a discount code with Madam Glam. It'll be up on the screen as well as in the description box down below. But I want to go ahead and do some swatches of these just so that way we can see what they look like. But you guys know I am a huge fan of their gel paints. Mr. Olaf here was actually drawn out with the gel paints. And a lot of my character designs are as well. But these are texture gel paints, so very curious to see how they apply, what they're like. And then I do want to do a fun Valentine's tutorial since Valentine's Day is coming up very soon. Now, one thing I hope Madam Glam hears me on, and I've heard other people complain about this as well, their gel paints do not have a pull tab to get the seal off. If they added a little extra foil for a pull tab, that would be fabulous. That would make the gel paints a 10 out of 10. But this is how I usually open them. I take my pointed tweezers that are pretty sharp and I cut out around till I can pull it up. That is usually how I get those open. How interesting. It looks very fluffy, like a whipped sugar scrub. And I'm just going to use this application brush. This one's from Nail Queen Studio. Just a flat brush that I like to use for gel applications. Let's go ahead and start with the white one. Let me zoom you in. It does feel very much like a whipped, like a Cool Whip or a whipped sugar scrub. You can see, like, it has little beads in it. And these are a no wipe formula, so you do not need a top coat over them. There's what the white looks like. It's pretty easy application. It for as textured as it is, it glides on very smoothly like the gel paints do. It's just as if they took a gel paint and put some sugar in it and whipped it up. Is like what it feels like. Here's the black one. Here is what the black one looks like. The black and the white. I'm gonna go ahead and cure these. Okay, so here they are, fresh out of the lamp. And again, these are no wipe formula, so no top coat needed. And they are pretty rough and bumpy, but like grainy. It's similar to, they did like a sand gel collection. I'm pretty sure Madam Glam did like a sand gel collection that had a little bit of texture to it, and I can't remember what it's called, and I can't find them up on my shelf just from scanning it really quickly. But this, if I'm remembering correctly, these are a little bit rougher than those sand gels were, but they're pretty smooth, just like a gritty texture. So you don't have, like you can see on my nail where I have my gems, like those are bigger bumps on it. These are like little, just feels very gritty. So it definitely wouldn't be for everyone. I have a couple guests who come to me and they are very picky over texture. Even the gems kind of bother them, so we do gems very sparingly, and we always do like the tiniest gems. They definitely would not like this texture on their nails. If you added a top coat on top, you probably would still see some of the texture, but you would definitely lose a lot of that effect because the top coat would kind of smooth things over. Definitely go check out Madam Glam's Instagram. I will leave it in the description box down below. They have a bunch of tutorials using the texture gel paints. I went through and looked at all of those. The biggest one that they did was a Tweed design from, I believe it's Inspo by Nails. She does a lot of the posts for Madam Glam, a lot of the tutorials. She did a live showing you how to do a Tweed design. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that Tweed design. Again, I will put her Instagram up on the screen. Definitely go watch her original video. But I want to show you guys how to do a Valentine's Day version of the Tweed nails and show you kind of how you can incorporate this into your different designs. But let's get into it. I have some pinks and reds that I pulled. This is Angel Wings, which is a light pink. This one's Venice Beach, which is a medium fuchsia shade, and this one's Amore. So I'm going to use these combined with the texture paints. We're going to do a Valentine's Tweed set of nails. So for this Valentine's Tweed tutorial, we're going to start out with the white texture gel, and I'm going to paint 2 of the nails full coat with this. Then we're going to go in, we're going to take our palette. I'm going to put down Angel Wings, Venice Beach, and Amore on my palette. Taking the flat brush I got from Madam Glam, I am barely dipping it into the color. I don't want too much polish on my brush, just enough, and then I kind of drag it down. And when you drag it down along the textured gel, it kind of skips a little bit, which is going to add to that tweed effect. So I start with the light pink. I do lines going down, and then I'll do lines going across, kind of making a checker pattern. And then I'm going to go in with the dark pink, and I'm going to do lines kind of in between. Again, don't do anything perfect, just kind of like quickly just put the lines down. It's okay if it skips, it's not a fully straight line, it's a little crooked. That's going to add to that tweed pattern. And then I do the red last. I just do just a little bit to add it in. Then going into the rest of the nails, I'm going to do 2 of the nails with Venice Beach and 1 of them with Angel Wings. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats of both of these colors. On the light pink, I did decide I wanted to add a transfer foil, so I'm going to do my foil adhesive gel from Jelly Nails, and then I'm taking these Valentine's Day foils. These are from Glitter Mix Canada, and I found these ones with some hearts on them, so I go ahead and put the hearts that go with my color scheme I was already working with, and I go ahead and put that on the pink nail. I go ahead and I put the no wipe top coat on top of the 3 pink nails, and then for the tweed nails I'm going to take the velvet matte top coat. I'm going to do a coat of that on top, but the trick to keeping the texture but sealing in that extra gel is to do that coat of the velvet matte top coat and then take a sponge and dab off the excess, so that way you're not taking away too much from that texture. Adding one last detail to the tweed nails, I'm going to go back in with that white texture gel paint, and on the spots of the nail where there's a little bit too much color or I just want to break it up, I'm going to add a little bit more of the white. This is going to add that final layer of texture right on top, and then it kind of blends all the colors together. And again, these are no wipe, so no top coat needed on top of the texture gel. So here is the little design that I came up with. We have the 2 pink tweed nails, and then I added a little bit of texture around the hearts as well, just so that way everything kind of flows, ties in together. I think it came out really cute. I really love how easy the tweed actually was. Again, I had watched a video prior on how they were doing it, and it is super simple. Just the texture gel does all the work for you, and you just add in the little bits of color, and the rest the texture gel does for you. So if you're wanting something new to play around with your nail art, definitely check out the texture gels from Madam Glam. I haven't really seen anything like this anywhere else from any brands, or I just feel like this is something new, something different to play around with and add just a little detail, just a little bit extra. I can't say that I would be reaching for these all the time, like in every set. Again, I have a lot of people who I do nails on that don't like texture, so they're not gonna like this. That's the only downfall with the texture gels is for those who do have a texture issues, they don't like feeling stuff on their nails, they're not gonna like this. If you top coat them, it kind of covers up the actual effect of them. So this definitely is a specialized product for certain people, for certain designs. But with that said, it is something fun and something different. I'm curious to see if they'll come out with other colors. I'm kind of thinking not, because I feel like you don't need a whole line of these colors. But I'd be curious to see if they did come out with other colors. But the white and the black, I think the black, when it comes closer to Halloween, will be fun to play around with to give it that darker, spookier, edgy effect. This will be super fun. But I definitely think I would use the white more than the black. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments what you think of the texture gel paints. And if you are picking them up, I would love to see what you all create with this. Definitely tag me in your designs or DM me your designs that you come up with using the texture gels. I would love some more inspiration. Again, this is so unique, so different. I kind of need a little bit of push to kind of figure out when I can use them and what I can use it for, but they are something super fun to play with. Thank you again to Madam Glam for sending me over this wonderful package for these new products. I'm so grateful to have received them, to be able to play around with them and show them for everyone. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy my swatches and tutorial videos. Make sure you subscribe for more Valentine's Day content coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.